Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Amandla, viva EFF, viva, Tata EFF, Tata EFF, Tata. Thank you very much, Commissar Fanamukwena, the students, the leadership of the student command, and the chairperson. We are here just to inspect and make sure that registration runs smoothly and the children of the poor, of the poorest, are registered whether they've got money or not. Because it's a job of the EFF to make sure that every African child gets a space, especially those who are deserving a space. So we are happy that the student command, despite not leading the SRC, they are fighting to ensure that the kids are registered. You don't have to be in the SRC for you to help students. You have to love them for you to help them. Others are in power for themselves. Don't be like them. Lead by example. We want free education. We want free decolonized education, both at pre-tertiary and at tertiary level. We don't want registration fee. We want you to get learning and teaching supporting material at secondary on time, and uniform and school shoes for kids must be free, because free means you don't pay anything. They can't say to you, this is a free festival. When you enter the stadium, once you are inside, they say for you to go to a lawn, you must pay. That is tricking people. You say don't pay school fees, but pay for the shoes, pay for uniform. What is free about that? Because even if I don't pay school fees, if I don't have uniform or school shoes, I will not go to school. Therefore, we want everything to be free so that people can go to school. When you come here, it must be automatic. You must give them your ID number. It must tell them your mother is a beneficiary of SASSA. You come from a no-fee school. Your father passed away. Automatically you qualify to register without registration fee, without paying anything. But because our government is led by fools, when you finish from secondary to tertiary, when you arrive here, they ask you, where is your father working? You say, my father is dead. They say, bring proof of death, the death certificate. How can you ask me to bring the death certificate when you government are the ones who certified my father dead? You are the ones who said my father died. Why do you ask me if he's still alive? But fools can't connect those things. They need clever minds to connect the whole information system so that even when you go to a hospital or any government facility, your information should be readily available. Here in UKZN, we met with the head of security and all top management. We raised the concern of security, that the students are marked when they are inside the campus. Campus must be a free zone. Campus must be a mini heaven. We don't want criminals to mark our children when we have said to the university, look after them. What is even worse here is that criminals are attempting to get into residences and mark students inside residences. We want the security at residences and in campus to be improved so that female students can walk at any time to library as and when they feel like, without fear or favor. The EFF must fight for the safety of females in this university. It's our priority, because once women are safe, we are all safe, because the thugs like attacking the weak. And once the weak are safe, we know that the strong will always be safe. We need you to fight for free sanitary pads for all the females. Again, I told you, we are led by fools who say condoms must be free. But a job of a condom is out of choice. It's not a natural call. And therefore, the sanitary pads are resolving a natural cause which affect you whether you are poor or rich. We don't have to say those who are poor, come get free sanitary pads. We don't want to shame them. We give all of them, but we know in the process that deserving are going to benefit from such sanitary pads. That's what the EFF should be known about, caring about African children. When you come to Moses Mabhida on Saturday, other political parties give you t-shirts, will do the same, entertainment, food and all of that. But what is unique about EFF rallies is that there is always free sanitary pads, because we know we are a representative of the poor, of the poorest. We want you, when you graduate here, to get jobs, because what is the point of going to school if you can't get a job? Today, government gives the unemployed, people with no source of income, 350. They don't look at what are your qualifications. Whether you have a degree, whether you are matriculous, you get 350. That is unfair. We must be given that money according to our qualifications. Those of matriculous, 350 is fine. Matric, 1,000 is fine. Degree, 3,000 is fine. As you go upwards. Why? It's important that if we can't give you jobs, we must pay you the same way we're paying you 350. I'm not saying something different. They are doing it now already, but it's done by uneducated people who have no appreciation of education. A person who goes to school must be rewarded for going to school. We must thank them for going to school. And therefore, it's not something that cannot be done. It's being done, but done in a wrong manner. So we want you to get this money or to get a job. Why? Your children must follow in your footsteps. If we don't give you money or we don't give you jobs, your children will not go to school. Because you are going to say to them, go to school, I'm educated with a degree. But mama, you are getting 350 with your degree. My matriculous uncle gets 350. What is the difference? And you are all the same. So I can just be like uncle and not have a matric and still earn like you who went to the university. Society must learn to differentiate between those who went to school and those who don't go to school. Why? Education must be fashionable. We want the whole society to be educated. We must not compete about using iPhone or Samsung. We must not compete about wearing a Levi's jean. We must compete about how many diplomas do you have. I'm finishing my degree. Oh, master's is my thing. That should be the conversation of an educated society, not about my piano, not about pornography, about intellectual innovation, so that we become a creative society in Africa. That can only be done by a government that leads through superiorology. We want the cleaners here. We want the security guards here to be insourced. We have done it at Wits University. We have done it at Johannesburg Municipality. A security guard who was getting 7.5, now gets 15,000 with benefits and medical aid because of the EFF. We want the security guards here to be insourced and be paid by the university. We want the cleaners to be insourced and paid by the university. If a lecturer has got benefits like medical aid, a cleaner must also have medical aid. Why? They are both workers. You are a worker lecturer, I'm a worker cleaner. Let's all have workers' rights and workers' benefits. The level may not be the same, but we have access to the same benefits as workers. I'm telling you about these workers. I'm telling you about these security guards because those are our parents. Before you are a student, you are a member of a community. The problems of the community, the problem of the workers affect you. So you must take up the struggle of the working class because that is your struggle. In the EFF, we're fighting for jobs. We're fighting against load shedding. How do you have a government that finds electricity and goes and switches off that electricity? You don't know whether this electricity is swallowed by the big nose of Ramaphosa or what seems to be a problem, because we have had electricity. We have had a big company called Eskom. They came in and destroyed it. Ramaphosa killed people in Marikana. We thought it was enough. He's continuing to kill people now through load shedding. Because when a load shedding hits and you are in a hospital under a breathing machine, that machine goes off, you die. If a research was to be conducted, it will tell us how many people died because of load shedding. And all those who died because of load shedding is because of this murderer called Ramaphosa, who doesn't hesitate to kill people, because we saw him killing people in Marikana. Therefore, when we go to vote, you must know that we are going to remove a murderer. We are going to remove darkness in our lives and bring light. And that light is against load shedding. Let's mobilize the youth. Registration is not over. You can still register online. So please get the youth to go and register, because this country can only be changed by young people of South Africa. These old people were given a chance. They failed. It's now for energetic young people to take over South Africa and make things happen. On Saturday, we are outlining our manifesto, which is very clear on policy, on what we are going to do, where and how. So you have to come to Moses Mabhida on Saturday and see history in making in KwaZulu-Natal, because there won't be buses from outside. Only buses from KZN are going to go to the stadium. Why? We want to show the whole world, and South Africa in particular, that the EFF exists in every corner of South Africa, not only in Gauteng, not only Limpopo, also in KwaZulu-Natal, because we are the future. So the buses are going to come here, 7 o'clock. There will be a shade. That's why I can't speak for too long now. It's too hot, and I must not subject you to this brutality. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for coming. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Amandla!